Hi, Maria. Okay, so there's something with your PDF file where it's going to crash while I'm recording your video, and at that point I'll just be frozen on the page that I'm stuck on. So I'm going to try to avoid that because I know exactly where it crashes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. I don't care as long as I get through this video. Okay, so distortion. I think having been able to open up your file and close it down like 20 times so that I could get through the images, I think all of the individual images individually are very strong and interesting. However, when I get here, there's a clean break in the feel, like the aesthetic cohesiveness of the project. Now, let me repeat. Every image that you included here has a lot of strength and is very interesting. However, though they are created with the same idea in mind, aesthetically they don't really go together. I would say that this light writing that you did here is really interesting, but it doesn't go with the body of the work. It's a different thing. It's light writing. It's a little more effective here to include whatever it is that's going on technically in your camera to cause the distortion of your human figure here. And maybe they're conversing with this, but it's a different thing. Because up here, we've got distortion through glass or reflections, right? It's like a layer, and then here, yeah, here. And then here it's something else. Like now she's talking to this unknowable being, or she's interacting with it, you know? And then here, the distortion is in the camera, right? The distortion is because of motion blur. So it's a lot different. It feels a lot different than these. This one feels a lot different. And then there's, this one does too. And then there's this, which doesn't feel like it goes with the shot at all. I mean, I get it. I think this is a reference to drug making, I think, right? But it aesthetically and technically does not go with the set. It's interesting, but it does not go with the set. I'm hesitant to forward anymore to go through your contact sheets because that's about where this crashes, so I don't want to go that way. So I'm going to have to go back up. So I would say that you have all of these, like here up, you know, I could see the relationship at least content-wise. However, aesthetically and technically, they're not working together. This is not working with those first images. This one isn't. This one, these are much different. But here, like this just doesn't work with it at all. It's interesting. I have no idea what you're doing to those jelly beans there. It's very interesting, but it doesn't go with the body of work. Do you understand? I don't know. I hope you understand that. But I can see, I was able to get through your contact sheets before I crashed. I just don't want to do it now because that's about where it starts to crash. So, but I can see that you worked really hard on getting all these images. I mean, it's clear that you put a lot of effort into this. And that's why I'm trying to give you such specific feedback, that you put a lot of effort into making about 3 different bodies of work, and then this would be a 4th. And I know they're all made based on the same theme, and that's great. A lot of photographers will do that. Like they have one unifying theme that covers all of their work, but then within that unifying theme, their bodies of work are approached a little bit differently in technique and also have a different aesthetic. And that's what you've got going on here. I think that you do have a unifying theme overall, but you've got 3 or 4 different aesthetic and technical approaches to it. That's my take back. That's my take, rather, on what I'm looking at here. And I think that they're all valid and good. They just don't fit in with one body of work. And that's really what I want to give you feedback here, because that's what I want you to get out of this class, is to understand how to make bodies of work. Because as you continue with your degree, that's all you're going to be doing is bodies of work, bodies of work, bodies of work. So we've got to nail this now. Okay? All right. Thanks, Maria.